finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Bills of Rio de Janeiro. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, here's Shadur. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely not.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Sanders. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. 23 yards the pickup there. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. To throw now, here's Sanders. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Bills had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. And they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if
and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Looking to put a drive together. Willis looking to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Dolphins.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's good.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Antonio Johnson makes the stop. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
On Willis. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
First down, Miami.
Here's a quick throw completed by Willis. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up second down.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Now Willis to throw. That's complete. Right side, it's Bond. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. H.N. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the Bills' 2.
Willis on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Malik Willis with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. He's got it to Collins, complete. Now inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Nico Collins, 75 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Willis looks to pass it here. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Dolphins.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
The shotgun snap to Willis. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
A big play there. 43 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Sanders to throw. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 43.
Play action. It's Sanders. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Throwing, Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Sanders. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Sanders. That is caught by Williams for a Bills touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Dolphins 14.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, Willis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 3. Willis will look to throw it. And quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front?
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
To throw is Sanders. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
That's another Rio 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, it's Shador. Now he'll tuck this and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Sanders. And they're going to get him. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's 3rd and 10. Out of the gun here, Sanders finds Gibbs on the check down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Makes the score
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Miami.
Now Willis to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Dolphins.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Here's Willis. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Dolphins 21.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Here's Sanders. That's taken in by Kraft. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's good.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Dolphins 21.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. But it's tough time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Willis. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll send the tight end in motion. To throw, here's Willis. hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
A gain of 26 yards.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Willis. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Willis. He'll try and do this himself. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit. Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds. Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot. On play action, here's Shadur. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he could pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd down and 10. To throw now, here's Sanders. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for Bills. 1st down. 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now they'll audible to something else. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
A gain of 12 yards.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Sanders. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Bass is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And the Dolphins, first down. A gain of 12. First down, Miami.
Willis with a quick throw out wide. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Willis looks to pass it here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play here for the Bills. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Nico Collins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
31.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Willis. Short throw to Smith. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
From the gun, here's Willis. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Sanders to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away from 19 with his legs and a first down.
19 yards. That's good for Rio. First down.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, second and 11. Again, it's Gibbs. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on fourth and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. He'll try to do it himself. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Puka Nacua from 3 yards out. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Willis to throw.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Now Willis.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
And he's got it. So they decide to still go for it even after the 5-yard penalty, and they convert. So the flag backed him up 5 yards to the 7. They still get the 2-point conversion, though.
Now, was that confidence in the play call they had and in their offense, or just absolute disdain for the defense?
It worked. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got it to Williams. And he is going to have the 1st down. And that might not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they should be able to run it down from here.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Throwing, Sanders. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Sanders. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs from 8 yards out. And the Bills have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30. This is 1st and 10. Here's Willis. Complete to right. And he would get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Throwing, Willis. Open man, that's Bond.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
First down, Dolphins.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Willis.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One final try for Willis.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
One final try here for Willis. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a two-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful two-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Bills, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.